What are some of the blind spots that you oftentimes see that clinicians have when they go into private practice and maybe even a couple of years into it? Maybe just drawing from the experience of the questions you've received over the years.
So the answer is actually in your question that when you start a practice, you are wearing two hats, a business owner and a clinician. And the biggest blind spot is not recognizing that you are two things. So most practitioners, they go into private practice to practice their craft. And the business side is like an extra thing you have to do. They think of it as an extra thing you have to do. And you can't approach private practice that way. You have to, and I think it's a mindset issue. And in fact, in my academy, when I talk about the 4 different components you need to consider in starting a practice, mindset is the first one. And I often ask private practice owners, have you ever asked yourself, why did you start a practice in the first place? And it's going to be different for different people. And I know in the private practice business economy space, a lot of content speaks to mainly medical practitioners like the doctors. And even our HPCSA guidelines, the wording of it, it's like they're only talking to doctors.
Yes,
they forgot about the rest of us, right? And so if you consider the broad spectrum of different health practitioners, there are, I attended a webinar and they spoke about the amount of women there are in the health space, and it's far exceeding the men
for sure.
in health practitioners. And if you consider the additional things that women often have to consider, a lot of women go into private practice because they think it's going to give them the flexibility to start families.
Yes.
And then the opposite happens because the practice actually takes over their whole lives because now they have to go home and do the admin and all of that stuff. So I think the first blind spot that people need to cover is first ask yourself, what is it that you want to actually get out of private practice? Why are you starting a practice? If you are starting it for purely the personal lifestyle reason, then the way you make decisions about how you structure your practice needs to be aligned with that.
100%.
Because if it doesn't, then you are going to get yourself, you're going to follow what you see other people do. And let's say you follow a practice of somebody who didn't have the same value mindset needs as you do. You're going to structure your business according to their vision, and then it's not going to be aligned with what you do.